Greetings once again and welcome to another edition of Practical Assertion. I want to engage your attention with a thought that was inspired by a conversation that I had with one of my sons this morning. As we sat in the car waiting his bus, we were discussing our home Bible study from last evening. He expressed how he really enjoyed the lesson. For all you parents out there, I've got to tell you how excited and thankful me and my wife, are that our children enjoy Bible study. Our older children, who are adults, actually attend their regular midweek Bible study and then come by our house afterwards and sit through another 45-minute lesson. We have to do home Bible study because our athletes don't make it back home in time for us to make it to our midweek service. What a blessing these lessons have been. So we're reflecting on the lesson, and Jalen relates how badly he wants to really know what he's talking about so that he can teach as well. Of course, I inform him that the way to get there is to study, and I recommend some study tools that will help him in this endeavor. Then I remembered that I had challenged him to research a phrase from a lesson that he actually presented one Wednesday while we were away. He had referenced a passage from James 1:21, which says, "Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul." I challenged him to look the phrase superfluity of naughtiness up and watch how his understanding would be enriched. He forgot, but he has been reassigned. I want to share with you the thought because there's a real situation today because people just don't want to listen. And so I've entitled this edition, "I Ain't Trying to Hear That." As I've mentioned on many other occasions, I do a lot of counseling, and it amazes me that several clients have trouble listening. Why is that? Well, there are many reasons people refuse to listen, and I'd like to explore some of them with you to see what you think. Allow me to take you back to when you were a child, especially during your teenage years. Do you recall rejecting the instruction from your parents, your teachers, and your older siblings? Tell me, why do you think it was so difficult for you to listen to them? Any of you who have children now are more than likely reaping what you sowed, as your children are now refusing to listen to you. Ain't life a whatchamacallit? The bottom line is that one reason we don't listen is because we think that we know more than the person instructing us. Another reason that we refuse to listen is that what is being said is the same thing that we've heard over and over and over again from that same individual. Yet another reason we reject what is being said is that the person giving the counsel is a hypocrite. You've no doubt heard the old saying, "Don't do as I do as I say do." These can be very difficult people to listen to. These are just a few of the reasons that people snub what is offered up. There is one other situation that I would like to suggest as a possible reason, and that is there is too much noise, too many distractions, which causes difficulty hearing. This, by the way, is what James was attempting to communicate. You see, there are times where I am listening to what you have to say, but I'm also listening to what others are saying at the same time. In other words, there are times when my hearing is impaired. James uses the term superfluity, which the Greek used when they wanted to describe the excess wax in one's ears. James says that we need to lay aside all the filthiness and excess naughtiness so that we can hear what the Word of God says. In other words, just like excess earwax, all of the filth and naughtiness that we want to do is clogging our ears, impairing our hearing. So which is it for you? Which of these situations keep you from listening, but more importantly, doing what you know you ought to do? Which of these situations is the most difficult for you? Let me know what you think. Like us on Facebook, share this with everyone you know, comment on our blog page, which is www.asert-usa.com/blog, and keep listening in for your weekly Practical Assertion. Take care.